Hello, this is Mrs. Politsky, and these are the remaining notes for Sociology, Chapter 8, talking about social stratification. So let's start. Poverty is the standard of living that is below the minimum level considered adequate by society. And the poverty line is the minimum annual income needed by a family to survive. And this is indicated by calculating the cost of providing an adequate diet based on the U.S. Department of Agriculture's minimum nutritional standards. And what it basically says is about poor people spend about a third of their income on food, and hence they are the ones who kind of are struggling, obviously, to make ends meet. If you take a look at the map of the United States, this is based on counties. Counties that are in kind of the red zone are the counties with the highest level of people who are considered poor. And if you take a look at certain areas of the United States, if you look in the Dakotas, particularly the Native American reservations, have a tendency to have higher levels of poverty compared to areas that are a little more rural. If you're looking at Nebraska and parts of Iowa and maybe even Wyoming, you may find that there are areas there that don't seem like they're necessarily impacted all that much. Women are the largest gender living in poverty, and female-headed households account for half of the poor families. Children make up the largest group of people living in poverty. 3 times more African American and Hispanic children are poor compared to those of white children. And when we talk about our theories about stratification, we're going to focus basically on two, just the functionalist and conflict theory, and this is kind of at the back of your packet of notes. But functionalists, they basically see the cause of stratification as the following. It's needed to help society function smoothly by ensuring that specific roles are kind of fulfilled. Criticism of this theory: society doesn't provide equal access to education and jobs, according to the critics. Rewards do not always reflect the social values of certain roles. Certain roles may be very valuable to society, but the wages, may not necessarily be the best. The conflict theory, their causes of stratification, it all goes back to Marx. The bourgeoisie, which would be the wealthy people who owned kind of the means of production, they would exploit and control the workers or the proletariat, maintaining their wealth and power. Groups compete for scarce resources. Those with power will use it. Criticism of this theory, for the most part, it fails to recognize the unequal rewards are based in part on different talents and skills and desires among people. So we might happen to value a certain set of skills over others. So that might be maybe the reasoning why a garbage collector doesn't necessarily earn as much as a professional football player. Alrighty, thank you very much.